What's up, guys? We're back again with the best golem deck in Clash Royale that actually takes skill and is consistently played in the top 70 in the world without any champions. Unlike most golem decks that you just throw in the back and sack an attack, this deck defends and plays like a control deck until double elixir. By spamming elixir collectors and defending all of your opponent's bridge spam, you'll generate a ton of positive elixir trades, putting you in a perfect position for double elixir. When double elixir hits, you're going to drop a golem in the back and attack, stacking your dragons off to the side so they can sneak past your opponent's stuff and go directly on tower. This deck is currently played at number 69 in the world by Savvy, and it's one of the best decks for pushing trophies quickly. Let's go jump straight into ladder and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Oh! No freaking way! Okay, we got a game here. So if this guy doesn't want to cycle anything, I'm just going to chill, kick it back, and relax until double. All right, double elixir is here, and our opponent has a ton to fear. So I'm going to have to Electro Dragon here. I don't think he's going to graveyard with this. I just don't feel like that's a good play. Oh, let's go. All I need to do is make one big push that our opponent can't stop, and we can walk away with a win. Yeah, let's go. Let's get that. So if you graveyard on the other side, I can easily defend it with the Lumberjack and a Bar Barrel, so it's not going to be too problematic. I can Lumberjack here. Oh, wait. He's graveyarding without anything crossing the river. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming through on the right-hand side, and we are up an insane amount of elixir. This is what I was talking about. This deck is so darn good in double elixir. We should be able to get a very good trade. No, we activated King Tower. Oh, no. Okay, we got to go all in. So maybe I can go in for a tornado to go pull everything together so Electro Dragon can chain onto the tower. After it can kill the Valkyrie, then it should be able to chain onto the tower here. So we're just going to keep up the aggression. If we can make sure that we can stack up a lot of dragons and just chain onto the tower, that's the vibe. He meant to drop something to the back, and he messed that up. He tornadoed. Oh, my gosh. That's brutal. I'm going to go and tornado the skeleton's back so he doesn't get any damage with that, and we should be able to walk away with a win. I was spamming him so hard that this guy made a slip up. And that's what this deck does best. All right, so after that solid W against the graveyard player, this guy has got also like a name that makes me think of graveyard, so we'll see if that's going to be the case. Definitely want to get to double elixir because it worked out so well for us in the last couple games. We'll see if it works out here too. Oh, come on, dude. I was hoping you would wait till double elixir like the last guy, but it's just not in our cards, quite literally. We're going to have to defend that Bar Barrel every single time. We just can't eat that damage. Okay, so Tombstone out of cycle. Usually if we're playing against a beatdown deck and the Tombstone's out of cycle, I can go for my Golem.
Start your engines.
I really am hoping this is a Lava Hound deck because if they don't have Tombstone in cycle, they have to rely heavily on their Inferno Dragon, which we're easily able to melt with the Electro Dragon. Oh, okay. It's another graveyard player. Guys, I could tell by his name, but this time it's a little bit different. This guy's going to have Skeleton Dragons counter with Poison and then also the Skeleton King to take all the Skeleton Souls and make us a super sad Sir.
Hey.
Wait, that Mega Minion got chained onto by the Electro Dragon, even though the Mega Minion was like right here. That Electro Dragon travels fast. The speed of light. Lightning prevails. Okay, so Poison's out of cycle. The Electro Dragon's still chaining onto the tower. That's a ton of damage. Wait, is he going to lose the Skeleton King before dropping the ability? No way. I got so lucky. I love that. I love that with every fiber of my body. The pain that Graveyard is enduring right now is ridiculous, and it's sensational for me. I hate playing against Graveyard decks with Golem because, for the most part, you can never break through, but it seems like I'm just massively accruing elixir advantages, and even if the opponent has, like, Tornado, Ice Wizard, Mega Minion for my dragons, like, it just doesn't matter. Our deck is built different. We're able to destroy his tombstones quite quickly and then find opportunities to go in. So I want to go in for a Bar Barrel if there's a lot of skeletons that stack up, but it doesn't seem like there's many stacking up, so I'd rather go for a Lumberjack here and then Skeleton Dragons in a position where this guy has to poison everything. So very uncomfortable position for our opponent. As you guys saw in the last game, we were able to stack up so many dragons that we were able to chain onto him, so that's what I'm going to go for right now. I'm going to go in for the double dragon dominance. Try to stack your dragons off to the right-hand side so then they don't get assassinated by your opponent's shenanigans of, like, dropping things in the middle and pulling it. I always want to have... Oh. I was going to say, I always want my dragons to chain on and attack the tower, but it didn't work out there. I think I'm just going to go in for a Golem and then have the Lumberjack rage up my Golem and then Bar Barrel on top of the Tombstone, and then I think I win the game. Also, I want to snipe the Tombstone, so I'm going to go for Skeleton Dragons in the middle. Usually you don't do this, but I want the Golem to get towards the tower because then I win the game. So that's what I'm vibing with here. He's going to Tornado to the other side. Not too bad. If I chain this on with the Tornado, I'm able to win the game. So that's what I'm going for. Come on, Electro Dragon. One more chain. Wait, are we going to take the left-hand tower? Is this how the game's going to go? I'm just going to go other side. Why not? Why not? Do it for the memes. No way. That Golem is putting in work. I'm going to take both towers right now. Whichever one I want, I can have. My winter wonderland. Oh my gosh, guys. I feel like I'm just playing with my food. Every single time that we match against Graveyard, we're wrecking it. And traditionally, Golem decks get hard countered by Graveyard. But since you have the Elixir Collector, you can build up that Elixir advantage. And even if they've got some of the best defensive answers in the game, you'll put them to shame. We're currently 4,000 in the world, and I love climbing up with this deck. All right, so we got a game against someone that's got Hog in their clan. I really hope it's a Hog Rider deck because I got my Tornado on deck. And if I get to double Elixir, we will destroy every Hog player because there's no way that they're able to stop our Elixir advantage. Okay, great start for us already. Easy King Tower activation against this Hog Rider. No damage taken unless you counter it on my King Tower, which I know there's going to be a couple people commenting saying, Jake, you took the damage on the King Tower. You lied to us. You said you took no damage. You are an imposter. And you know what? Even though the Hog Rider is Among Us on top of the King Tower, that's what we want to see. You know what? It's getting even better. He's Earthquaking, expecting me not to have Elixir Collector. What is the look on his face right now? Oh, there we go. He answers my question. Okay, so I'm easily able to shut this down with the Lumberjack. We know that he's going to go in for an Earthquake.
Hello, friend.
Usually against Hog Rider, you're not able to break through in single Elixir, so it's better for me not to apply too much aggression here, but I don't want to allow him to activate King Tower with the Lumberjack coming at him. There's a lot of times that you play against weird Hog Rider decks on ladder, and I'm just like, you know, I've lost so many games because I haven't supported my Lumberjack, and then they activate King Tower early on, make me look like a fool. So I'm not going to have that happen today. I think we just eat this and not spend any extra Elixir, and then go Golem in the back because I am up so much right now. Because if I went for Elixir Collector, we get Earthquaked. If I spent more Elixir with this, it would just go into a Musketeer and die. But I think in this particular moment, when we're currently up like a solid 8 Elixir, how is this guy supposed to stop this? Look at it. I have a Golem on the field with an Elixir Collector, and he still hasn't cycled anything in the back. These are the type of moments that you go in for your Golem, and you're like, hey, dude, I think you messed up a little bit. Is he even playing the game anymore? I think he left.
I want problems, always.
No, he never left. He was just that far behind in Elixir because of this deck. I 8 damage, and it was for the win, guys. This is beautiful. I think I can Tornado the stuff into our Lumberjack and Dark Prince, so then the Musketeer dies. And then with the Skeleton Dragons devouring the Muskie, there's no damage per second that this guy's got left available. So if you guys are sick and tired of playing against Hog Rider decks, I think this might be the deck for you. Even though this guy had Earthquake Hog Rider, we were still able to outmaneuver him. And the thing is, even if they've got Earthquake Hog Rider, it's going to bite their butt in the long term because they have nothing for all the dragons in the sky. Usually, they're able to fireball the dragons down, but he was relying heavily on the Musketeer, so if we tornadoed it into our spam, he was just going to lose the game. And I think he left, so let's just 3-crown him and move on to the next one. That game was way too easy. Your Goblins and Dark Prince, that's not a Mortar deck. What is this? I am so confused. There's no reason for that to be a card combination unless I'm just like playing against someone that has Giant Double Prince. It's not going to be Giant Double Prince. It's going to be Logbait. So he's likely going to drop something to protect the Princess. So I'm going to try to go for a Tornado here and screw up that Princess. Let's go. Why did I cycle my Bard, bro? I said he was going to be running Logbait. What's wrong with me, guys? Apparently, I like losing games or something. As long as he doesn't go for a Goblin Barrel immediately, shut it down with a Lumberjack and not take too much damage. So the Goblin right here will always get targeted first by the tower. So you want to make sure that you drop your Lumberjack on the outside, finishing off the 2 Goblins befront, and then also behind. So you kill this one, and then the tower finishes off the one on the right. Just wanted to make that abundantly clear if you guys haven't seen that before. Also, our Lumberjack got assassinated by Spear Goblins, but that's no big deal. All right, I think that if you rocket that every time, I can just Electro Dragon and then have you Princess, and then rinse and repeat those transactions until double Elixir, where this matchup becomes extremely good for me. Oh, I don't like this, though. I need to go for a Dark Prince for multiple reasons. Number 1, I don't want him to activate King Tower with his Electro Dragon, so he'll have to respond a little bit harder. And number 2, I really did not want that Dark Prince to hit my tower once. Okay, so there's a chance that he goes in for a Princess and activates King Tower, and then I'd have to like Tornado and make a prediction on that. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will. Okay, cool. It was just going to die anyway. I was going to look like an idiot if I tornadoed there. There was a chance of me tornadoing. It was like a, 25% chance of me thinking about tornadoing there. He's dropping it off to the side, so I'm not going to try to activate King Tower. It would have happened, but I would have taken a lot of damage. So I'd rather just get the +1 trade with the Bard Barrel instead. I'm going to follow up with a Lumberjack in the back and just keep going in for Collectors to get a +1 trade on the Rocket. Every time that he kills it with the Rocket, he's going to get a -1 trade because I still get that Elixir from the Elixir Collector expiring. So very good transaction for me. Maybe able to finish off the Dark Prince without taking too much here. And I might want to go in for some shenanigans on both sides. So I'm going to go in for Skeleton Dragons. kills the princess, and then I can hold my Dark Prince in case he decides to bridge spam a little bit harder on the other side. I could have tornadoed there, and that might have been the best decision of my life, but I decided not to do it, all right? Okay, I have to follow up with a Barbarian Barrel here just to clean that up, and then I think I can activate King Tower finally because I don't have the better card cycle, so I have to make that trade. Okay, so what I was talking about before is going for Elixir Collectors, forcing out the rocket, and then stacking up as many dragons behind your huge push and winning the game. That's what I'm hoping to have happen here. He's already saying good game. I don't know about that one. I don't think I've won the game just yet. I got to go Skeleton Dragons to finish off the Princess. Expect him to go and spam stuff on the right-hand side so that I can unload with the Golem on the same side that he goes and defends. And then if you spam the other side, well, I can defend that completely with the Dark Prince because you're dropping it off to the side, so the Dark Prince is able to kill your goblins, and then it also defends your Dark Prince.
Now I'm ready for a rematch.
That was one of the best plays possible for me. I didn't expect him to do that. He should have dropped it directly on the tower, but he messed that up, so it was a much easier play for me. Also, drop your dragons off to the right-hand side and try not to stack up too much stuff because it's obviously going to get rocketed. So I'm making sure that my Lumberjack goes off to the left so that he's not able to hit that. I could hypothetically go in for a Tornado here, but I think that it's better for me to just go Golem at the river since I'm up so much. And then I can continue to spam stuff at the river because if you think about it, he's just down bad right now. Like, this guy's got to go in for Rascals that are going to get assassinated by my Electro Dragon. The Golem should be able to explode on the tower. And I can even Tornado the Princess into the Electro Dragon so it gets finished off so he has no more splash damage. Yo, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to keep stacking up dragons. This is so much fun because these dragons aren't really going to get hit by anything besides Princess or Rocket. And doesn't seem like he has Elixir for either right now. So I can go for another Golem in the back if I really want to, or I can drop it at the river. It doesn't really matter. When you're up this much, you can just do whatever you want. It's like a boulder rolling down the hill, and there was one person trying to stop it, and it was that measly little princess. And after completely crushing Logbait, we are 3,600 in the world. All right, so this guy's going to go in for Zappies in the back. Not necessarily my favorite card to play against. Probably going to be a Royal Recruits deck, so we will wreck him if we can get to double elixir safe and sound. But he'll probably go for Royal Hogs on the other side. Ooh, spicy, spicy, sir. All right, I'm going to go Dark Prince here so I can maybe win the interaction against the Fly Machine. I don't know if it's going to work out in our favor, but I can hope, I can pray, and maybe we can find a way. Okay, so he's going to go Royal Hogs. There's no doubt in my mind. That was just super obvious. I think we want to go for Tornado here and then go in for Skeleton Dragons on top of the Fly Machine and activate King Tower and minimize the amount of damage that he gets on both sides.
Are you Princess Fiona?
Bruh.
Beautiful start to this game because we get the Golden Knight on the side that he doesn't have any damage. So I think I can maybe even go in for like a Barbarian Barrel here. And then he's not going to dash. He's just going to go under the Barbarian Barrel. And I think he maybe even loses the Golden Knight here. Where's he going to dash onto my tower? It's not going to get much damage if you dash. That's fine. Yo, he still has more damage in the right-hand side despite dropping an entire HP Golden Knight and the ability in the left-hand lane. This is the type of matchup that we like to see when our opponent's down in a desperate spot where they're trying to spam recruits into you instead of fireballing your tower. So I'm an Electro Dragon here. The only thing that I dislike in this matchup is I have nothing for Fly Machines. That card is a huge problem. So I got to go like Skeleton Dragons in the middle and then try to kill the Fly Machine that way. But it's a pretty big investment of Elixir. 4 for 4 is not something that I like doing. I'd rather go for like a Mega Minion or like, you know, a Fireball and then also hitting something else. But he's going to expect the Fly Machine counter of the Skeleton Dragons very soon. He's not going to, you know, give me that Elixir trade in the future. So it's a very predictable counter because I only have one is what I'm trying to say. We are up a lot of Elixir. So I'm going to go for my Golem because double elixir is about to hit and just feels like the appropriate time, you know? Double elixir hitting, you're up elixir, you've got a good card cycle where they can't punish you. Just vibe ahead, you know? So we're going to stack up as many dragons in the right-hand side as possible because then they sometimes sneak past and they don't get pulled to the middle. You want to make sure all your dragons are off to the right-hand side so then you can make sure it gets onto the tower in more situations than not. Unless your opponent potentially has Fireball, and in that case, then you're going to be dropping your dragons in the middle like that. The Rage is working quite well for me. I think I can go for another Golem here and maybe even Tornado on the Fly Machine to kill that. I'm hoping that we can kill the Fly Machine with the Electro Dragon or the Skeleton Dragon. Let's go. The Golem's tanking for the Skeleton Dragon?
I got you, fam.
Are you kidding me right now? That's just shouldn't happen. The Skeleton Dragon was totally in front of the Golem. That made no sense. But that made me a lot of elixir, man. That made me a lot of money. And this guy, he must be like, why? This guy is either a savant or he's too stupid that I can't understand. That's what he's thinking about me right now. I think that my stupidity actually allowed me to be successful. Just rage it up, go all in, and make it happen for the memes. GG, well played, and peace out. As you guys can see, when you hit double elixir, you literally steamroll any deck. Even if they've got zappies and flying machine and all these cards that are super annoying, if you don't have fireball, you can still break through because you have insane splash damage. After that dub, we are 3,100 in the world, and I am loving this thing. First things first, I just don't want to cycle anything. You guys know the deal. When you're playing this deck seriously, you do not cycle. So we're going to chill, relax, wait until double, and get our best fate possible, unless he wants to go for an electro spear like that. And a hog rider. So I think I'm going to activate King Tower here. I might have mistimed it. I did. I took a hit. Guys, I just want to make it harder for myself. Apparently, the other games are so easy that I had to make it a little bit more challenging. Taking a hog rider hit and mistiming it. I was apprehensive. I was kind of ambivalent if I wanted to go and cycle the tornado there or not. So then since I cycled it later, I took damage. That is the correct placement. You just have to do it a little bit faster than when I did. But if he's got Firecracker or Musketeer, I'd rather have him cycle it in this side instead of, you know, cycling the other lane. Can you stop it right now for a second, bro? All right. That's going to give him damage. There's no doubt in my mind that that is going to be 2 hits every time if I can't, you know, get my tornado back in card cycle. Good play on our opponent's end. He's making sure that I take a ton of pain and suffering in single elixir, and this is not going to be near as easy as the last Hog Rider game was when our opponent had Earthquake, which is weird to say. Super easy King Tower activation now. No damage from that. See, that's what we need to do the entire time. I think that the Musketeer would be able to kill the Dark Prince and lock tower, so I had to go for Skeleton Dragons there as well. So super well played on our opponent's end. He's barely going to take any damage, and he's just going to eat it. So I don't know what a spell is because I see Electro Spirit with Hog Rider. I'm very confused. Most of the time when we see Electro Spirit, it's going to be like Lightning or Earthquake, because you want the Electro Spirit to be able to chain onto all the annoying bats or air cards that you might be playing against. I'm expecting him to go in there. I can't let him do that, so I have to go for an Electro Dragon, even though it's like not the best trade for me. It is the trade that we have to do. But a Barb Barrel here as well to finish that off, and then I should have Lumberjacked, I think, because that would have been a more of a counter push. Okay, it is what it is. I'm going to eat that. I'm just going to let the Lumberjack do its thing. It's going to get kited to the other side by an Ice Golem, and I will have an Elixir advantage if I drop the Collector now, because I have Tornado for his successive Hog Rider, and since the Ice Golem is out of cycle, super easy play for us to just go Tornado that to the King Tower. The only thing that would be tricky is if he pushes the Hog Rider with, like, a Musketeer and then makes me mess up. So that actually was a mess up, and that was not because of the Musketeer. Oops. I dropped it 1 tile too high. I guess, like, I'm really just not wanting to win this game, this last game that I deserve to win, you know, keep up that streak and maybe get pushed into the top 2,000. Just not doing it right now. Let's see if we can struggle and make ourselves be successful in the end. All right, so I'm going to go in for the Electro Dragon here. There's a high chance he's going to Fireball it. As you guys already know, I like dropping my dragons off to the side and then going for Skeleton Dragons here to space everything out as much as I possibly can. And then I think I do have to Tornado this. Usually I wouldn't because I would want to go and spam more stuff, but I think I had to at that point. So he's going to rage up my dragons and then also my secondary Lumberjack. I wonder if the Musketeer is going to be able to kill the dragon that's raged up. No, it doesn't. Are you kidding? Yo, raged up dragons are broken right now. He lost a Musketeer to an Electro Dragon, which is an interaction that I don't think I've ever seen before. So I'm going to continue to spam right now because I think it's going to be worth it. I don't think that the Hog Rider is going to be able to break through if I continue the spam, and then the counter-pushing units will force out even more Elixir. So it's a chance that he's going to Fireball, so I want to delay my stuff, and then go in for a Lumberjack afterward. Yeah, that was probably a bad play going for that Lumberjack. I am keeping up the aggression, so I'm just going to commit to it right now. I want the Electro Dragon to do enough damage, so he's going to drop something really far away, like a Musketeer at the river, so that can't chain on. Or he's just going to Hog Rider again. Okay, so he's playing this really, really, really well. Super passive Sir. If I hadn't taken that damage, oh man, I'd be able to take damage in the late game and it'll be so much easier. At least the Hog Rider is out of cycle, so I can go for a Golem here. I thought he might go in for some shenanigans with the Musketeer and try to, like, hit his push through. Oh, he's going to try to do it. He's going to go in. He's going to go hard in the paint out here. So he's going to log. I think we want to go in for things that are more sturdy and robust. With the Electro Spirit coming through, he should be able to get at least 1 hit with the Hog Rider. I do want to Tornado the Musketeer into our big spam so that we can kill it and then not have to deal with it as much in the late game. The Musketeer is the scariest card because it has such high damage per second. It's got great range. We're going to go in for a Dark Prince as well. I'm going to have to go in for a Lumberjack. That doesn't get a hit since I went for the Lumberjack as well, but it's also a lot of Elixir that I had to spend. This game is coming down to the wire, dudes. That Barb Barrel is able to finish it off. Great. He overcommitted. I think with the Lumberjack dying, I can go for a Golem because then I have Tornado for the next Hog Rider that he's about to spam at the river. So I think I'm okay here. As long as the Ice Golem is able to die, then we should be able to fry that Hog. We're going to go for the Tornado now. Take no damage from that. Go in for another Dark Prince and a Lumberjack. Yo, we've got 2 Lumberjacks. Like, we had the rage from the Lumberjack, and then we had the other Lumberjack brother. I think I can continue to spam because he's not able to finish this off if I am able to just Tornado on the Hog Rider, right? That's not going to be enough. He has to go in for a Fireball, but Yeah, it's not going to be enough, dudes. We will win this game with 13 seconds remaining as long as he doesn't get another Hog Rider down. I've got Lumberjacks. I've got Bar Barrels. We just need to kill this last Hog Rider. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm going to tornado back the Hog Rider and deliver the dominance. GG, well played, and peace out. It was a pleasure taking your trophies and climbing up in the leaderboard despite not playing my best. As long as you play defensive and know your opportunities and not overcommit too hard and save your tornado on defense against the next Hog Riders when they don't have Ice Golem in cycle, you'll win. So we are currently 2,800 in the world, and it feels sublime. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.